Hey, welcome to How to Fix a Workshop. I'm Josh, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make these really cute floating shelves. That's what my wife calls them. I'm using a couple hand saws for this project. The first is the common crosscut saw with aggressive teeth used for cutting boards in half against the grain. With this saw I'm able to cut through this pine 2x8 in just a couple of minutes. These shelves are about 22 inches long and I only need to measure the first one. I'm able to use those that I cut as templates for the next one. When I'm sawing, I'm trying to keep my shoulder in line with the saw, and the trick is to let the saw do the work. You can really wear yourself out by trying to force the saw through faster than it's able to go. I'm lucky that I'm able to use both arms here. When one gets tired, I can switch to the other. I tried to keep this project to mostly common hand tools, so I thought I could use a block sander to smooth the rough grain, but I soon got impatient and broke out the random orbit sander. Still a pretty common and affordable tool. The next step is creating what I call the bracket. I draw a straight line about 1.5 inches down one of the long sides of the shelf boards, then clamp it to my work table. Now I'm switching to a pull saw. This saw has a thin blade and teeth that are angled back toward the handle that cut wood on the pull stroke. This saw has coarse teeth on one side and fine teeth on the other. I started by using the coarse tooth edge, but found that the finer teeth cut smoother and faster. I had almost completed that cut when I realized I made a mistake. Prior to the cut, I should have drilled these holes for the dowels that we'll use to hold the rest of the shelf to the bracket. I'm using 5/8 inch dowels and drilling these holes with a 5/8 inch paddle bit. After the holes were drilled, I completed the cut to remove that 2-inch strip, then measured my dowel depth and decided to drill a little deeper. I set that 2-inch bracket to the side and I was able to go that much deeper into the holes. Satisfied with that depth, I marked the dowels to be the full length of the holes and cut them with the pull saw. I set the 2-inch bracket back on the shelf piece and applied glue to the end of the dowel that would stay in the bracket, and then applied glue where the dowel meets the bracket for a little extra support. I clamped the bracket to the shelf and let the glue dry overnight. After the glue dried, the brackets were able to easily slide in and out of the shelf with ease. I stained everything with our color of choice and let the pieces dry before drilling pilot holes in the underside of the shelves. These shelves are for my bathroom and I used my stud finder to mark the stud locations. Using painter's tape is a great way to avoid marking on the walls. I then made corresponding marks on the brackets where the wall studs are, and made sure that they were not in line with the dowels. I pre-drilled the holes before driving 3-inch screws through the brackets and into the studs. The shelves slipped onto the dowels and I used some 1-inch screws to tighten the dowels to the underside of the shelves through those pre-drilled holes from earlier. Any questions? Let me know down below. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing. We have lots of how-to and DIY videos on our channel and many more to come.